The best part about using blocks is that they can be redefined if necessary. By simply changing the geometry of one of your blocks, every other instance of that block will automatically update. Let's try that. I'm going to come up and click my Open icon. We're going to go into the Chapter 14 folder located inside our Exercise Files directory, and we're going to open up drawing number 3. This is a continuation of the office drawing, so I will highlight that drawing and click Open. As you can see, I'm still working on my office building. I've dropped in some more furniture, and I've inserted several chairs. Let me zoom in on my conference room area, because I want to show you that I'm practicing good form. If I click on one of these chairs and we look at the layer control, we can see that I'm inserting these chairs on a layer of their own. Now, I've inserted several chairs into this drawing. Let me hit Escape, clear the grip, and we'll back up. Each one of these chairs represents the same model or type of chair. Let's say that we've talked to our client, and our client decided that he no longer wants to use this type of chair. He wants to use a different type. Well, I don't want to go through and insert a new chair at every location. Instead, I'm going to redefine my chair block, and all of my chairs will update. Let's try that. I'm going to zoom in on my conference room again. If we want to redefine a block, all we have to do is select an existing insertion. So I'm going to zoom in on this guy. And then I'm going to go to my Tools pull down. I'm going to select Tools, and I'm going to come down to XREF and Block in Place Editing. And in the flyout, I'm going to come down to Edit Reference in Place. When I do, AutoCAD asks me to select my reference. I'm going to select this guy. AutoCAD brings up the Reference Edit dialog, which shows me, yes, in fact, you have selected this chair block. In fact, here's a preview of that chair. I'm going to come down and click OK. And notice that AutoCAD screens everything back and gives me access to the individual components of this chair. It's just like I'm creating it for the first time. Also notice that AutoCAD popped up a Ref Edit toolbar, and the two most important buttons on this toolbar are right here: Save Changes and Discard Changes and Quit. So let's make a change to this chair block. I'm going to do that by using the Stretch command. I'm going to come over and click the Stretch icon. And remember that we have to use the crossing window to use the Stretch command. So I'm going to click right here. We'll make a crossing window around this fillet. Let me click to finish the window, and then we'll right-click to finish the selection. Now, specify base point. I'm just going to pick a point on screen, and I'll take and move my cursor to the left, and we'll just stretch this guy over 3 inches. So I'm going to type in 3 inches and hit Enter. All right, let's make him symmetrical. We'll launch the Stretch command again. Let me right-click and select Repeat Stretch. Let's make a crossing window around this fillet. Let me right-click to finish the selection. And I'm going to pick a point right here, and we'll stretch this guy to the right 3 inches. Now let's remember that I'm making this chair different. I'm not necessarily making it better. Now that I've revised my geometry, I'm going to come up to my Ref Edit toolbar, and here's where I can make my decision. Do I want to keep it, or do I want to throw it away? I'm going to save my changes, so I'm going to click the Save Reference Edit button. And when I do, AutoCAD pops up and says, hey, you're going to be revising all of the chairs in your drawing. Are you sure you want to do that? Yes, I do. So let me click OK. And when the dialog goes away and I back up, I can see that every chair insertion in my drawing has now been revised. Redefining a block is probably one of the biggest time savers in AutoCAD. If you have the foresight to use blocks for repeated geometry in your drawing, making global changes later can be done in minutes instead of hours.